There are 31 nights till Halloween, which means these are the 31 nights to watch horror films. This is 31 Nights of Halloween.
They're all gonna laugh at you!
Carrie White is a sweet, innocent, naive high school student that is also the weird, awkward loser in the school. And it all stems from her even more weird and religious zealot of a mother, Margaret White. One day while in the gym locker room showering, Carrie has her first period, which her mother never told her about, so she's just scared and frightened. She doesn't understand. She thinks she's dying. She's just seeing blood coming out, and she has no idea what's going on. She asks for help from the other girls, but they all just laugh at her and mock her. They start grabbing tampons and throwing it at her. The girls all get in trouble, with one of them, Chris, played by Nancy Allen, getting banned from attending the prom. Chris sees this as being Carrie's fault and vows to get revenge. Carrie is sent home, and that's where we meet Margaret White, played by Piper Laurie. The school informs her of what happened, and she takes it upon herself to blame Carrie. It's Carrie's fault. It's Carrie's fault. It's not biology. This doesn't happen to every woman. No, it's her fault, because this happens to dirty, filthy girls. Sex is a sin. Go to your closet. Mrs. White is a terrible, horrible mother that abuses Carrie. It's sad seeing this poor girl's miserable life. The next night, Chris asks her boyfriend, Billy, who's played by John Travolta, to help her humiliate Carrie. Billy is only interested in sex, and Sue knows this, so she uses her feminine wiles to convince Billy to help her, and the stupid shit agrees. Meanwhile, the only student that feels any guilt about what they did to Carrie is Sue Snell, who wants to make it up to Carrie, so she asks her boyfriend, the greatest American hero and most popular guy in school, to ask Carrie to the prom. While all this is happening, Carrie is also discovering that not only is her body changing, but something else is changing. She notices when she's angry or upset, weird things start to happen. Objects flying across the room, light bulbs shattering. It seems Carrie has the ability to telekinetically move objects. We are not sure how much time has passed, but it seems like Carrie has learned to master this ability if she concentrates real hard. Against her mother's wishes, she goes to the prom with Tommy, Sue's boyfriend, and are crowned the prom king and queen. Carrie is so happy, and some of the faculty are also really happy for her, until Billy and Chris drop a bucket of blood on Carrie's head, and then all hell breaks loose. Carrie finally gets revenge on everyone that laughed at her and returns home to confront her mother. The movie was based on the novel by Stephen King and was directed by Brian De Palma, who directed The Untouchables, Scarface, Blowout, Mission Impossible, and many other great films. So this movie was in very competent hands. De Palma changed the ending, like I said, from the King version, because the King version, like most of Stephen King's works, sucked ass. This is a short movie. Carrie is very short, and it goes by very quickly, and it's very, very good. And even though the music is 70s, while you're watching it, you feel like it's dated, the music is dated, the story is not. And the acting is really, really good. And it goes by very quickly, and it is seriously, in my opinion, one of the greatest horror films ever made. I remember watching this as a kid and not understanding really much except liking the ending, and then watching when I was a teenager and being like, damn, these girls are so mean to this girl, this poor girl. Her life sucks, and feeling bad for Carrie and sympathizing with her. And even to the end, when she gets her revenge, you still sympathize with her, like, yes, they deserve it. So I was rewatching this today, and I love it, right? But I started to think, I go, what if Carrie, because they make a bunch of sequels, right? But what if they made a prequel? Because there's so much going on. What if her mother was this religious, crazy person because, Rosemary's Baby type of thing happened to her? She was seduced by a man who happened to be Satan, and that Carrie is the spawn of Satan, and that's why she has those powers. Instead of doing a sequel, Hollywood could easily make a prequel to Carrie, not call it Carrie or whatever. They have to try, but they just want that name recognition. That's the problem. They want to put the name because people know the name. That's why they made so many Carries, because it was a great movie. So let's use the name. Let's remake it. Let's remake it instead of let's do something original. Let's say it's in our mind, oh yeah, this is the prequel to Carrie, but it has nothing to do with that movie. And no, they don't want to do that, which I thought would be interesting. Or how about this one? This was really wrapping my head. What if Carrie has this ability and she's one of those people that shines, like in The Shining or in Dr. Sleep? She's one of these special people. What happened besides her dying in the movie? And we don't even know if she actually died, besides, I don't know about the book. But the house collapsed or whatever. Maybe she survived, and maybe we know that that's a dream sequence at the end with Sue going to her house and putting a rose on her grave. I don't know. There's a lot that could have been done in this. There's a lot that could be done still to today with this, which doesn't necessarily mean having to remake this movie. I just think it's really cool that I could watch a movie now and start thinking, having all these ideas in my head from this movie of how well it was done. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Carrie is one of the greatest horror movies of all time. If you disagree with me, leave a comment down below and let me know why I'm wrong. I will talk to you guys next time, but I recommend Carrie for 31 Nights of Halloween. You should definitely watch it. If you haven't seen it, definitely add this to your list. I will talk to you guys next time. Peace.